So in the last video, I gave some examples of manifesting things that we don't want, because we're always attracting things to us, whether we want them or not. Most of the time, we're doing it so unconsciously, it's what we don't want. So I have some other examples to share that are pretty funny. So I have two friends, both love to travel. One, she travels all over the world. She has two homes in two different states, half the year one state and half the year another state, flies all over Europe, flies to Africa, gets the shots if she needs them, never worries about it, never thinks about it, never stresses about it, has no resistance to the process that it takes to travel, whether you have to fly 20 hours, get on a bus for 10 hours, get on a canoe for 3 hours to get to whatever location. She just has that personality, right? So all of her trips always go pretty 99.9% of the time very, very smoothly, even if a flight is slightly delayed or whatever. Like, she never really has any issues because she doesn't put any of resistance into the traveling, right? She loves it so much, and the process of traveling is part of the adventure. So to her, she never ever has any issues traveling. And I always ask her, I'm like, don't you mind sitting on a flight for like 18 hours? She's like, no, I have my book. I'm great. I'm good. You know, they bring me my drinks, my food, and I love it. I sleep, I read my book, and it's great. It's like a whole part of the thing. And that is her attitude. So she attracts very good travel experiences. Now, my other friend who loves to travel has nothing but anxiety around it. Like, even though he wants to travel and he loves to travel, he has so much anxiety about the process of the travel that things happen quite a lot. Like, one time he was flying to Europe and he found out the day before that the flight was canceled because there was a strike over there in Europe, so he couldn't fly. Another time we had this weird weather system that we don't usually get where we live, and the airport shut down because it was completely flooded, and that's very rare. Like, that never happens, but it happened to him. Or he'll get so much anxiety, like, before the flight or wherever he's going, that it'll actually make him, like, physically, he'll get like a headache, he'll get like a migraines, or like things will start happening to him because he's attracting, like, everything that you think could go wrong, and he'll say, well, that only happens to me. And I'll be like, well, it happens to you because you're so, you spend so much time worrying about what could go wrong. The universe, being neutral, will present that what could go wrong experience, because that is where you focus all of your energy. Usually once he gets to his destination and he's there, the anxiety lifts, and then he can actually enjoy himself and has a good time, and things go much smoother. But it's the before the trip, the anxiety before the trip. And he has had many instances where the trip fell through because of his own anxiety around the going of the trip. And I just find that really, really interesting on how that happens, and we're so unconscious about it. So that's what I mean by we're always attracting into our frequency where we are, where what we're putting out. And it shows up in two people who are very different in their approach. One who worries about nothing while the other who worries about every little thing, and how they both manifest very different physical experiences to traveling. And I see it as clear as day. Like my one friend, she, I say that to her. She don't even think about it. She's just like, she don't even think about it. She, like, I talk to her about manifestation, law of attraction stuff. She just looks at me like, okay, whatever, like it's just like, this is just who she is. And she's just like, okay. And I explained to my other friend who's like, why does this happen to me all the time? And I'm like, because you're focused so much on everything that could go wrong, and you don't want it to go wrong. Obviously, it's not like you want it to go wrong. That's not what we want. It's that you're focusing on it so much of everything that could go wrong that it shows up for you, because he's in the frequency. See, she's in the frequency of smooth going, the flow. It's just part of the process. Let's just go along with it and everything will be fine. So she goes nice and smooth. He is into the frequency of, oh my God, what if this happens? Oh my God, what if this happens? This is going to happen. This has happened to me before. This is going to happen. So he's like this. So that's what happens. It shows up in his life. And it's crazy, because he'll say, this only happens to me. And I'm like, well, you're kind of right. It does only happen to you a lot of times, because you can't stop obsessively worrying about it. Your anxiety level is off the charts before you get on whatever trip you're going on. Once you're there, you're always fine. So just chill the F out. But he's like, that's not how my brain works. And it's obvious it's not how his brain works. But I just think it's funny. And it's just another example of, be careful what you say, be careful how you think, and where you are emotionally, because you will attract that back into your life, because the universe will just show you where you're at. And if you're in worry, it's going to show you things to worry about. It's going to give you examples of what could go wrong, because that's where you are. All right, so I just thought I would share those two differences so that you can see what I was talking about. I hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe. Do something fun every day for yourself. Okay, see you next time.